Do you want a professional way to send unlimited emails to your clients through Cpanel hosting? Find out how in this video. So the first step that we need to take is to go to our Cpanel. If you don't have a Cpanel, this will not work unless you have any other kind of script installer on your hosting plan. So I'm going to log into my Cpanel here, and then we're going to find subdomains. I don't know where exactly it is on this list, but let's find it here. And here it is. Click on subdomains, and we're going to make two subdomains. One for the email and one for the email content. So I'm going to do email at avidwebtech.com, add the subdomain added, go back, and then add a new one called email content at avidwebtech.com. So here we go, and add that one, and it will say added. After you have done this, go back to your home page of Cpanel and find your script installer. Mine happens to be right here, so I will click on that. So here we go. Once you click on that, find your mail category and find PHP list. If it's not here, you can download it and install it via PHP list's website. So just download it from there and then upload it to your site. So here it is. We found the correct domain, email.avidwebtech.com, and then HTTP because we do not have a certificate for this site. If you have a certificate, use HTTPS. Alright, change our email here, and then I'm just going to leave everything stuck and hit next. So it should install it now. Once it's done, it should be installed. So right now we have done all we can until the actual websites, the subdomains that we created, go live. It'll take a couple of hours, and then we should be able to access them. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and I'm ready to see if these sites are working. As you can see, this is what the content one looks like, and then the PHP list one looks like this, which is all correct. They should look like that. So go to PHP list/admin, or your domain name /admin to access your PHP list, and then type in your username and password. So here we go. Just need to add my password here. And there we go. It's asking me to save my password. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then just wait for this little thing. And then we're good. So I'm going to go to my settings here and change my default footer because I always put the footer information in the HTML that we'll talk about later. So I am going to get rid of this section. What this section actually has in it right now was just like an unsubscribe link, and I put that in the footer of my HTML in the main part of the email, so I don't really need that. So once you have all of this set up, you're going to need to create an HTML email. One tool that I suggest for this is the InkBrush email tool. So just look up InkBrush on Google or whatever your search engine is, and then it should be pretty high to the top. So once you find it, just create an account. So I'm going to go down here and put in my email and verify that I'm not actually a robot. So here we go. See if I can not be a robot here. Alright. Oh man, it's really quizzing me here. Oh, I left one. I don't totally... What the heck? Alright, that must be it. And then this one and this one. Okay. There we go. Now we can verify. Now we put in our email address here. Here it is. And then once you've done that, you can register a new account. So there we go. Now we should have an email. So as you can see here, we did actually receive the email here. So let's open it up. Can't really see what's going on, so view pictures. And let's sign up. So once you hit sign up, it should come up with this page here. Let's just fill in this information here. Put in Avid Web Tech here. And a password. So here we go. put in the same password in here, and sign up. Oh, got it wrong somewhere. Let's make sure I verified it correctly. Nope. Okay, so I must have typed it right or wrong in the first place. So let's change it here. And there we go. Now we just have to let it load here. Save the password. And anytime now. There we go. So let's click on this here and edit it. So I'm not actually going to change anything with this template. We can look at it a little bit. This is what your email will end up looking like. As you can see, it has a place for your logo and all that kind of stuff. And then you got products and all that kind of stuff. So let's scroll down and see what the bottom looks like. You could probably add an unsubscribe link if you wanted. So I would do that if I were you. Let's export it. So once you click the export button, you should have something that looks like this. We are going to use the option that says FTP server because none of the other ones match what we're doing here. So let's just do that. And then it'll ask you for a URL that you're going to save your images to. So we are going to put it in here. Can't totally remember what it was. It's content, email contents at avidwebtech.com. So we're going to put that in. Not at, it's .avidwebtech.com. And then select that. And it will prepare our download. So the only thing I would say about InkBrush is that you can only do 2 emails every month. So if you want more than that, you're going to have to use something like Adobe Dreamweaver or something like that. You do have to have Adobe Creative Cloud to use Dreamweaver though, so just keep that in mind. After you are done, just save the file here. So I'm going to save it, and then it'll pull it up. So that takes care of that step. So the next step we're going to have to take is to upload those images onto our site so that the email can retrieve them. So simply go to File Browser or File Manager on the Cpanel, and then make a new folder called Images because that's where it's told us to save them. Click on the Images thing, and then simply upload the photos. So all you have to do is find your, what's it called? The download that you downloaded. It's right here. So I'm going to click on that, go back one, and then unzip the file because it's zipped. So just right click on it and then unzip it. There we go. That's what we want. And then it should open a new window with the images in it. These are all the images. And then you just hit upload. Go back to your file window. Hit Control A for Control All. And then upload all of them. Once they're done, you can leave the page. So as you can see, we got all of them uploaded. So now they will show up in the email. So let's go back. And then let's go over to our site, which is email content at avidwebtech.com right here. Refresh the page, and as you can see, there's a new folder. If you click on it, you can see the files, and if you click on one of the files, you can see the picture. So everything is working. Alright, now that we have that, open your file window again and find the HTML document and open it with Notepad. So if you just click on Notepad here, and then you can copy all of this. Let's make sure there's nothing here. Nope. So let's go back and copy all of this. You can also do Control A for Control All here too. I just kind of forgot about that. So copy it and then paste it onto a new mailing list or a new project here. So we're going to put it in this, and then we got to put a title here. There's our title, and I'm going to remove this part from the from line, and then click on source here. There we go, and then paste it in, and then unclick that option, and then it should look something like this. So that shows us that it's working. So now let's look at our footer here. So let's scroll down on the page here, and as you can see, it's blank. So you'll want to have your unsubscribe link here, which you can look up how to do by looking up HTML embed link. So if you do that, then you can have your link for unsubscribing so you're not spammy. To find your subscribe and unsubscribe lists, just go to your subdomain that you created for PHP list earlier, and then you should find these two links. Just copy them from the address bar at the top of your screen. So this is the subscribe one, and then if you go back, you can find the unsubscribe link right here. Just copy that, and then you're good. All you have to do now is put in your email address that you want it to send your test email to. So I'm going to put in inkbrush@avidwebtech.com and then send it. And didn't go through, I have to add that, so just add and then send it again. So there we go. Let's go check it out. Let's go up to my webmail here and go back to my inbox. And as you can see, it sent 2 emails. Your clients will only get 1, but when you test it, it sends 2. One of them has the footer in it, which is blank except for the PHP list thing. That's just a default PHP list thing to have the logo for their company on there. So you can get rid of it, but it's not wanted by the PHP list people to remove it. So I will not show you how to do that. Anyways, that's what your email will look like. So now we're good. And here's a quick tutorial on how to do it in Dreamweaver here. So just go to templates and then email and then find whichever one you like best. I'm going to use this one. And then you got this. So all you have to do is click on something and it'll jump to where it is in the code. As you can see, it's actually a local file right now. So all you want to do is select all the info within the quotes and then change it to a web address. So we're going to find one of the files on our server here, which is this one. Let's take that one, copy the link, and then paste it into the site, or the email, I guess, since it's not really a site. So then, if you go to live, it should show up. Once it's shown up, you can see that it's a little bit off. So if we look at the code, it's actually set to be looking at 200 by 50, so we got to change that to 50 by 50. If we do that, then it's the right size and everything. So basically, that's a quick tutorial on how to use Dreamweaver, but if you want a more full, in-depth tutorial, I would definitely look that up. So there are plenty of tutorials on HTML and also on Dreamweaver on YouTube, so I would definitely look those up. As you can see, this one does have an unsubscribe button at the bottom of the email, so we don't need to have that in our footer. So here we go. Let's just go up to File, and then of course save it. So save here. We're going to save it as something. Let's save it as just test, and then save. And then as always, we just have to find it in the file explorer here. So where is it going to be? We saved it to documents. Where's documents? Here it is. And then we saved it in email in documents. Where's that? Looks like it's right here. No. Where is it? Okay, there it is. So just find it here and then open it with Notepad. There we go. We opened it with Notepad, and just Control All, and then also copy it. Oh, I opened the wrong browser there. Use this browser, and then go to your PHP list and select the source option again, and then delete all the code that's already there and paste in the new one. I didn't quite get all of this code removed yet. Oops. There we go. That time it worked. And then delete that and paste in the new code. And then you can hit source and preview what it'll look like. It'll look something like this. The borders look kind of messed up, but it won't actually look like that in the email. Let's just send it for a test just to show you that it does show up correctly. Send it. And there we go. Let's go look at it real quick. And so let's see. There it is. Go to the one that has a bigger file size. And there it is. Let's view images. And voila. That's what the email will look like. And it does have the PHP list thing at the bottom, but that's the only advertising they have in their email, so it's not too bad. Anyway guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel as it really will help me out. Thanks for watching, guys.